every morning with drive. Being on the grind, know I had to survive. We had to win. Started from the dirt and the rubble. I had to be the needle that was popping your bubble.
Hello and welcome into another Rookie Prospect Profile. This is a Zilla Fantasy Elite production. Today we're going to be looking at running back DeWayne McBride. DeWayne McBride was drafted number 222 overall by the Minnesota Vikings. DeWayne McBride does come into the league out of the University of Alabama, Birmingham. Looking at some of their physical traits, we see that DeWayne McBride comes in at a height of 5'10". The weight, 209 pounds, which gives us a nice even BMI of 30.0. That 40 time, guess what? They didn't test. We need that for the R Prospect Model Score. We're going to plug in a 4.58 for DeWayne McBride, which would give us a speed score of 95.0. Plugging in these physical traits for DeWayne McBride into that R Studio model, and also using some of their college numbers, we get that prospect score using that 4.58 40-yard dash of 13.213, which ranks 144th overall. That's in the 53rd percentile for all of the 310 running backs that are in the R Studio Models database. So shifting over to see who are the closest comparables to DeWayne McBride's prospect score. And we see that the next closest better than him are Storm Johnson, Jonathan Dwyer, Jamize Olawale, Zach Zenner, and Mike Gillislee. The next five worse, Jeremy Langford, Ito Smith, Ahmad Bradshaw, Jordan Wilkins, and Danny Woodhead. Not a super inspiring list of players there. Zach Zenner, what could have been? He was super athletic, just never panned out. Pretty much none of these people panned out outside of Bradshaw and Danny Woodhead. I don't really see DeWayne McBride profiling as any of those type of players. I think he's more in the Zach Zenner, Jeremy Langford, Ito Smith realm of prospects here. I know there's a lot of film people who say they absolutely love him and are kind of willing to throw that dart at him late in drafts, but our studio model definitely does not like him. So why don't we shift over that machine learning model, see what it thinks of DeWayne McBride. In doing so, we can see that DeWayne McBride has a mean of 10.38, a median of 10.51. His minimum outcome is 6.2, and then he's got that max output of 14.44. Getting into the percentiles for him, he's got a 10th percentile of 8.09, 25th percentile of 9.03, 75th percentile outcome of 11.49, and a 90th percentile outcome of 12.38, and a mid-50 gap there of 2.46. So what does this all mean? Where's that mean and median rank in terms of, historical comps that had a career best season in that particular range? Well, at 10.3, we have Mike Gillislee. We did see him on the list of comparable people in the R Prospect Score. 10.5 there. We're looking at a bunch of people at 10.4. Ben Tate, Brandon Oliver, James Starks, Buck Allen. Slightly above that, 10.6 is Thomas Rawls. 10.7, there's a bunch of people at 10.7. Deonta Foreman, Elijah McGuire, Sony Michel, Terrence West, all their best seasons, 10.7. Getting into that maximum output, 14.44. Not particularly great in terms of max output, but what does that look like in terms of historical comps? We actually have somebody exactly at 14.44, which is Antonio Gibson in his best season. A couple below that at 14.4, Tim Hightower, Jay Ajayi, Miles Sanders at 14.2. A little bit above that, Marlon Mack, Lamar Miller, Giovanni Bernard, they're all at 14.5. A couple people at 14.6. That's Tariq Cohen, LeGarrette Blount, Carlos Hyde. So that's maximum output there for DeWayne McBride in this system. Getting into some of the ranks there for DeWayne McBride, we can see comes in with a mean rank of 20, a median rank of 21, that minimum rank 18, and the maximum rank actually 27th out of 36 prospects. Getting into those percentile ranks, we see them at 20th, 19, 23rd, and 25th out of the 36 prospect models. and that M50 gap of 8, which really for DeWayne McBride doesn't mean much. He's got a low mean, and it's expecting that his M50 gap in correspondence is fairly low as well. Again, nothing to write home about. In terms of what we can expect for DeWayne McBride, I think, that mean outcome. We did see Mike Gillislee famously and his R studio prospect score model be a close comparable. We see it again with the terms of what DeWayne McBride's average, career best might look like at 10.4. That's right where Mike Gillislee's at. I don't think that's a terrible comp for Mr. DeWayne McBride. And I wouldn't expect much more of a ceiling out of him. Probably going to have a lot more hype from those film gurus than anyone else. So if you can find somebody in your league to trade, give them up, get a little bit additional value to those who view them a little bit higher than perhaps this is suggesting you should. Be my guest. You have my full permission to do so. So hopefully these R studio models and, this machine learning model can give you a little bit of additional information, a little bit of additional confidence to make those trades, get rid of them, do what you may. Really all in that analysis that you're doing for each of these incoming rookies. This is just another piece of the puzzle. And that's going to do it for today's rookie prospect profile on DeWayne McBride, the 222nd pick by the Minnesota Vikings in the 2023 NFL Draft. This is presented by Zilla Fantasy Elite. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Have a good one. Bye.
Yeah, whole crew on top. Really, we on top. Wake up every morning with drive. Been on the grind, know I had to survive. We had to win. Started from the dirt and the rubble. I